the Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu, pure American muscle and charm. If you ever found yourself at a car meet and stumbled upon a Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu, you'd likely feel the irresistible urge to get a pair of aviator sunglasses, cue some classic rock, and pretend you just stepped out of a 1970s action flick. This car is nothing short of an automotive testosterone injection. The Chevelle Malibu is the quintessential American muscle car, born at a time when America believed in bigger, louder, and faster. It was Chevy's answer to a question nobody asked but everybody loved. How do we make a family car that's also a street-fighting legend? Let's start with its looks. By God, it's got presence. The broad grille, sweeping lines, and a rear that seems to flex its mechanical muscles. A vision of power, bravado, and machismo. This wasn't just a car, it was a snarling beast wrapped in steel and chrome. If it could talk, it would probably say, "Get in, loser, we're going racing." Under the hood, the Chevelle Malibu offered a buffet of engines, from a respectable 3.8-liter inline-six to a monstrous 7.4-liter V8. These engines were basically mechanical rock stars, producing sounds so dirty and guttural they could make a nun blush. The torque, the roar, the unadulterated rumble of American muscle, it's enough to make even a modern-day EV owner reconsider their life choices. Driving a Chevelle Malibu is an event. You don't just drive it, you command it. The steering is heavier than Thor's hammer, the brakes require the leg strength of a rugby player, and the suspension is about as subtle as a sledgehammer. But that's precisely the point. This car was never about comfort, it's about feeling alive. Raw power delivered through a 4-speed manual gearbox that turns every traffic light into a drag strip. Now, let's talk about the interior. You won't find any of today's frivolities here. No touchscreens, no Bluetooth, and certainly no GPS. What you get is a steering wheel, a speedometer, and a feeling, an overwhelming sensation that you are the master of your destiny. A car that becomes an extension of you, like bullhorns on a Texas rancher. Even the seats tell a story. They were vinyl-wrapped thrones that cradled you in a way only a classic American car can. You'd slide across them in sharp turns, gripping the wheel, praying the laws of physics wouldn't suddenly decide to assert themselves more vigorously. Of course, the Chevelle Malibu wasn't perfect. Far from it. It guzzled fuel faster than you could say Iraq War, handled corners with all the grace of a hippo on roller skates, and was about as safe as juggling chainsaws. But perfection was never the point. It was about spirit, adventure, and sticking it to the man with a big, brash V8 engine. In the world of classic cars, the Chevelle Malibu remains an icon, a touchstone for car enthusiasts everywhere. It's a reminder of a time when driving was a visceral experience, when cars had personality and attitude, when everything wasn't just calculated and engineered, but forged and sculpted out of passion. So there you have it, the Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu, a car that doesn't just take you from A to B, but from zero to hero. It's an icon of American automotive history, a roaring, rumbling testament to when the road was a playground and every destination was just an excuse to get there fast. If you enjoyed this romp through automotive history, do us a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to Auto Icons, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure into the world of iconic cars. Join us. Life's too short for boring drives.